Um, I think that you can find the right person at the right time, but still not be the right person yourself, and it'll never be right. What do I mean by this? It's that we always look for relationships, and we always think that we find this right person. We have this thing called right person, wrong timing sometimes. Perhaps it's not that they're not the they're not it's not just right person, wrong timing. It's the fact that maybe you just weren't the right person at the time. Perhaps they were the right person. Perhaps they were the right person at that right time, but you just weren't for them because you weren't ready. It's a lot of the times we always blame it on certain circumstances, like I don't know, timing again and maybe the person, but we often fail to look inwardly within ourselves and tell ourselves what really is like right. We fail to realize that sometimes maybe we don't love ourselves enough to love another person. And personally, I struggled with that a lot. And it felt like a direct reflection of myself since I always looked for relationships. I always looked for girls to date. I always like tried to look for affection, and I never actually gave any to myself. And it was like kind of like, how could I love someone if I couldn't even, how could I even try to love someone if I didn't even know what love was like when I couldn't love myself? How could you love somebody and try to love them if you don't even know what love's supposed to look like because you've never loved yourself? It's like this thing that like it falls upon this saying like we accept the love that we think we deserve because it's true, like you're only going to accept the love that you think is what you deserve, and the love that you think you deserve is the love that you've been giving to yourself. And if you haven't been giving yourself any, then you'll find people who don't love you because you'll feel like home. And um like then if you feel like that way, if you feel like you accept people for, you know, the wrong things just because you don't love yourself enough, then that means you're not right. And then it could be the right person, the right timing, but if you were just not right within yourself and you don't love yourself, then the whole relationship will never be right. And so we are so quick to just determine that, oh, this is that it was her fault, it was his fault, it was this circumstance's fault or the environment. But perhaps if we just look inwardly and we just look upon ourselves and how we loved, then perhaps we could learn from our mistakes and grow as people. And I think that's where maturity comes from, is that growth. It's that taking your mistakes and taking what hurt you in the past and learning from it and becoming a better person and becoming a new person because of that. Because that's all we really got. That's all we really got as people. As humans, we're never perfect, and we're never perfectly right, and we only get less wrong over time. And the more less wrong we get is from how we learn from our mistakes. We determine what's wrong, and we just learn from it. I don't know, I'm just repeating myself, but this whole thing that a lot of the time, I guess I blamed my circumstances, I blamed the girls, and I blamed such other external factors that didn't include me until I realized that it was me all along, maybe. Perhaps it really was me. And it was me. Because when you don't love yourself enough, well, I didn't love myself enough, and I went into these relationships like head on without knowing anything, and I got really attached, and to the point where it's just like okay, I just had to move my mic a little bit because like my PC's acting up. Anyway, yeah, but to the point where like I would get so emotionally attached to these girls, and I would forget about my self sufficiency altogether. It was selfish. It was like I didn't love myself enough. Then why was I trying to love someone and trying to fix myself by loving them when it was never their responsibility to try and fix me? They have their own lives. I have my own, and I never got around to loving myself enough to actually having that self sufficiency and having that um pride within myself, I guess. And you come to realize that as you just grow. And I guess that's all I gotta say. It's just, this whole conclusion is just perhaps it was never about right person, wrong timing type shit. It's all about just being the right person at the right time. Instead of other person being right, how about you be right for yourself and so you're right for other people? So